Data. Hello, people. Hi, Facebook. How are you doing, guys? You guys, we just came back from this wedding. It was so amazing. I have a full face of makeup, and I said, I couldn't allow this makeup waster. You guys, I'll always come live to show you guys my makeup, as always. So please don't get tired of Nancy just yet. I always get excited every time I get makeup. I'm like, my Facebook family, they must see this makeup. My sister-in-law is responsible as always. She gave me like a pink theme, pink everything. So, as always, when I wake up to stuff, I always call me. I don't behave like my sister. I'll say, ignore. Me, Nancy, I will answer. I must answer, because you cannot tell me what to respond to and what to not respond. Oh God, there's so many things to laugh about. I will just come and be laughing because it's always very funny to me. Always very funny. I woke up to comments, people calling me pot seller. I was like, why did I start raining on Facebook and say pot seller? Hey, Jesus, you people don't know my history on this Facebook. Let me tell you how I became a pot seller. That's why I'm here now, you guys. I'll give you my history of how Nancy became a pot seller. Sorry, guys, messages are coming in. I'm trying to... Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. How I became a pot seller. You guys join in, tell me where you're coming from as usual. Tell me your city so that I can know who are my audience, who am I talking to. I'm trying to Google some things that I'm going to be talking with. So you guys give me some time, okay? Give me some time. So who is a pot seller? How did I become a pot seller? I'm sure that's what you want to know. You guys, 6 years ago, I wasn't selling pots. In fact, I had come back to Nigeria. Well, I came back to Nigeria in 2014 looking for what to do. I just knew that I wanted to be independent. I didn't want to work for anyone. I didn't want to answer to anyone in any professional environment. So I came back all ready to work. The only work for me then was to join my family's business, my husband's business. At the time, I was going to Lagos Island, Balogun. A lot of my Instagram people, they know me from Balogun Market because that is where I started off learning about business from my mother-in-law, who was or is till now the best entrepreneur I have ever laid my eyes on. Like, as a woman, that woman is... I wish she was born in the Facebook era or internet era where people could learn from entrepreneurs, because she is a gold mine. You guys, everything I know, well, I wouldn't say everything, 90% of what I know about business, because of course you have to learn on the job, I learned from my husband and my mother-in-law. So you see, I'm always very happy when people refer to me as trader, seller, what other derogatory word people like to use? Daddy, what other derogatory word do you think people use to describe business people?
Pot seller. Traders.
In Nigeria, they say,
Omo Igbo.
Trader.
Omo Igbo,
As you see me here, I am proud. So, you know what they call proud? Because I would have been in England, in the UK. I lived in the UK. I'd have been somewhere in Newcastle working as maybe a band 7 registered nurse in the NHS, doing maybe 60K after taxes per annum with the best of jobs. I would have stayed there with my children. They would have gotten a very nice, cute British accent, But I knew that I wanted more. I knew that I wanted to be fulfilled. I knew that, I just wanted to do more with my life, okay? So I'm going to tell you the history so you guys don't think, how did she just stumble into selling pots? You know, when people say that, they sort of like try to refer to people in the market that have no degrees, no, I wouldn't say experience, because really there's a lot of things to learn from women in the market. I would say the best business school really is to go into the market and see how the people that we look down on, the so-called market women, how they manage to stay afloat, how they carry their businesses on their heads, how they make sure that they overcome every challenge that they face. To me, that's business school by itself. No business school will teach you that. And I'm telling you that I learned from the best in the thick of it, in the middle of the market. And that is how that's why I'm proud. You know, when someone says, someone tried to come into my comment section this morning and say, look at the pot seller. I'm like, do you want me to feel bad for being a pot seller? It's like Dangote saying, somebody calling Dangote cement seller, and he will not go and start crying, hey, they called me cement seller. That's a billionaire. You want to shame a billionaire for selling cement? So it's like, oh, because they're selling something that people use to build houses, they call you cement seller. Then you will not be like, that's a trader. That's a thing of pride. And I'm so happy because it's like, oh my God, what is all this business publicity? Do you know that since that thing happened, Radiance Cookware website has been buzzing? Even people, of course, people abroad are the ones that are wanting to buy it. I'm so sorry, guys, that I can't ship to you, but I'm very grateful for the exposure, really, because that's something that people pay for, really. It's advertisements, and I'm very proud of it. It's like, pot seller, what is wrong with that? That's my new name going forward. But I just want to tell you how it started, though. I was trying to Google. There's a brand. I sell cast iron pots, okay? My name is Nancy Ume. For those of you joining my live, you don't know who this is. Someone says beautiful pot seller. Okay. Nancy Ume here. I didn't just start selling pots just like that. Something happened to me that made me start to look for healthy pots. And eventually, I stumbled on cast iron, and that's how I eventually started to sell them. So some of you don't know my health history, so I'll try and like summarize. When I came back to Nigeria, while I was still living in the UK, I used to have a lot of, issues with my health. So I would have what they call flare-ups. Some of you that experience it, you understand what I mean. Autoimmune flare-ups come when you have series of attacks back to back. Asthmatic attacks, you could have your hair falling out. You guys, it was so terrible. Let me see if I can find some pictures for you guys. My hair used to fall out just like that. In fact, I had to cut my hair in the UK because of this. It was so bad. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, so this is me. I would just stay, and then my hair will start to fall off. I had what they call psoriasis. My skin will start to flake, and then I would be very, very sick. And then I noticed that the sicknesses would get worse, or all these symptoms that I'm describing, they would get worse whenever I cooked with my then non-stick pots, okay? So I would make steak, for example, where I had to cook on low heat, and I would fry. I had a Teflon, or what do they call that brand? Tefan, is it? It was those really nice, expensive non-stick pans I used to sell. So I bought the whole set in Nigeria. I would cook steak, because I used to love eating steak, and then it will smoke, and after that, oh my God, I would feel like I was choking in the kitchen. There was a time I actually almost passed out in the kitchen. It was bad. I ended up in the hospital. I had back-to-back asthma attacks that week. I would never forget. So it happened. It was happening. I was like, why is it that every time I cook with my non-stick pots, I would fall sick? So I noticed the pattern, and I was like, okay, I have to look into this. So I noticed that my pot could be a problem. So I had my pots reviewed. I started reading about that because I was like, It's like, oh, thank you, Tefal. Yes, that was the brand I had. You know, the pan with the red thing in the middle, that non-stick pan. Yes, every time I cooked with that pan, I would pass out, like literally pass out on high heat, because I used to, sear a lot of steak. So I noticed that I had what they call Teflon poisoning or Teflon flu. So this is a phenomenon that happens where you expose yourself to the chemical that is used to make nonstick pans. It is not exactly healthy. It's PFOA, so it's a chemical that you should avoid at all costs, especially if you are predisposed to having this Teflon flu that I'm talking about. I used to have it all the time. I was very grateful that I found out the pattern, that I actually noted the pattern, because as soon as I did note the pattern, I started avoiding using that pan. And then I noticed that, oh my God, I'm not having this pass out feeling I used to have, and I was like, okay, there's something there. So I started reading. As a healthcare professional, I was very curious. Okay, so I started reading a lot about pots and how important pots are. Safety of pots, how it is so important that the food you eat is not enough. The pots that you use to cook the food actually is more important than the food itself, because you can have toxic free food, or your food can be organic and all that, but then when you cook it in a pot that is toxic, it's like there's no point. Okay, so that's what was happening to me. I was cooking my so-called healthy meals in unhealthy pots, and I was falling sick back to back to back. So I started reading about safe cookwares. In the world right now, we have 7 types of safe cookwares. Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. I sell cast iron, which is one of the safe materials that you can use for pots. Okay, well, cast iron is number 1. We have what they call stainless steel. If you happen to have stainless steel that is original, which is the one that has the ratio of 8 and 10, nickel and chromium ratio at the bottom of the pot. The heavy ones, the heavy bottom stainless steel ones, those are original. Then those are safe. We have titanium, we have glass, we have lead and cadmium free ceramic. I'm just telling you the options that you have if you want to have safe cookwares. Okay, we have clay, and those have to be lead and cadmium safe as well. We also have this green pots, these new generation green pans that people have going on. The Caraway, these new generation green pans, they are non-stick. However, they do not have the Teflon coating on them. However, the research is currently showing that even when you coat your pans with these alternative sources, they're not really safe per se, but they're still on the list of safe cookwares, right? So I discovered that there were 7 types of safe cookwares. I started testing, buying and buying. Eventually, I bought my first set of titanium, very expensive, and I started using it. I discovered that this was not conducting heat the way I wanted. My food was burning on one side. It was not giving me, and I was planning to become a chef at the time. So it wasn't giving me what I wanted. I felt a little bit like I was cheated, because I did spend a lot of money buying titanium, and I said, okay, let me try other safe cookwares. So I stumbled on cast iron. I got my very first cast iron pan, and when I did, you guys, oh my gosh, I was like, wait, what? I seared steak on a bare cast iron skillet, and my life never remained the same. It was so amazing. It was fantastic. It conducted the heat so well. It was heavy. It made my food taste delicious. And that was when I fell in love with cast iron. So I started cooking on my Instagram stories as always, and my followers were like, my friends were like, Nancy, all these your delicacies you're cooking, how far? This your pan is fine, oh, this your pot is fine. I was like, you guys, really? And then they were like, okay, how far? Tell me, where can I get it? And I was like, there's a market here. And people started saying, okay, I want to buy from you because I don't know where to buy. And I was like, okay. And that is where I went into full-blown product research. Like, I found out every single thing you need to know about cast iron. I traveled, you know what they call traveled? I traveled and visited every single factory there is, until I found out everything I could possibly understand about these cookwares. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring this to Nigeria. Do you know that Radiance Cookware is the first ever cast iron brand in Nigeria, registered by the Standard Organization of Nigeria? Do you know that? It is the first safe cast iron brand in Nigeria, and I am so proud. Like, if you call me pot seller, you guys, do you know the work and the hard work that has gone into this, and why you should be proud of everything that you have achieved in life. You don't have to. Let people call it pride. Let people call it whatever. But you should be proud. Because Radiance Cookware is blood, sweat, and tears. It is a lot of research. Okay? It is a lot of research. If you happen to have cast iron in your kitchen, you know what I'm talking about. It is luxury. And if you feel like you can make me feel bad that you're calling me pot salad, you guys, I even wish that the people saying this can afford Radiance Cookware, because at this point I want to give them out. I want to give them as charity, so that they can test and see that, oh my God, I've been killing myself with these terrible pots that I'm using. Safe cookwares are the way to go. If you don't have safe cookwares in your kitchen right now, everything that I've mentioned, glass, stainless steel, cast iron, titanium, ceramic, clay, and this new generation green pans, they are 7 in number. These cookwares are safe. If you don't have any of the 7, you should toss everything out of your kitchen. You should toss it out, because they are not safe, and you shouldn't be cooking with unsafe cookwares in 2022, because the research is abundant. It is there. It is for everyone to see that these things are killing us. It is one of those things that you just cannot ignore. Okay, so if you can afford to buy cast iron wherever you are in the world, please buy cast iron. Please. Okay, when people say pots in Nigeria, they try and make it look like, oh, it's maybe all those aluminum, those local tower pots. So they try and, say it in a very derogatory way. But really, all the people saying these things cannot even afford to have one cast iron pot. Okay? It is luxury. It is luxury for a select few, because these pots are very expensive to make. They are very expensive to make. And if you own one, you would understand what I'm saying. It's not for everyone. So if you think that you can shame me for owning a brand that I'm so proud of, oh my God, there's so many comments on my comment section. Oh, pot seller, go back to your Nigeria and be selling. But you can't afford it though. You can't afford these pots. These pots are for people that have saved. These pots are for people that have health problems, that want to better their lives, and need to better their lives, and they are saving so hard so that they can purchase it. Okay? I have a full Le Creuset, and it can, oh yeah, Le Creuset, listen, Le Creuset did $750 million in sales last year. Did you know? In the pandemic, it did 750, and this year it is, it is going to $1 billion. That's $1 billion industry, the cookware industry, if you don't know. So we're not talking about local pots that you find on the streets, okay? Radiance Cookware, you need to put some respect on that name, because it's a brand that has been built from a lot of tears. All right? Anything you are doing, you guys, I just want you to learn from this, okay? When people come for you, they try to make you feel small, smaller than they are. But the truth is, you alone, you know the work that you have put into what you are doing. Whatever you are now, all the skills that you've managed to get, all the experience you have, the goods you sell, everything you've suffered for your brand. You know how you suffered to get there. You know the blood, the sweat, the tears that you put into that brand. So it's impossible for anyone to shame you. It's impossible for anyone to shame you for your hard work. Radiance Cookware will soon become global. And it's very funny, because this brand started from a very small place in Nigeria. And it's going to become global, because the work is there. The research is there. The groundwork is there. Okay? It's there. It's right there. Someone says too much makeup. Is this too much makeup? I like it all. And that's what matters. If I like it, that's what matters. I don't really think it's too much. I think it's because I'm sweating. Nancy, I ordered my cat ripe biscuit because of you. My dear, it will taste delicious. In fact, let me go and bring another biscuit for you. Let me show you another one to order. You know me, I'm the queen of biscuits. I'm not supposed to be the queen of biscuits. That's bad influence. But I always like to snack on just one. I'm allowed to, because mommy's worked so hard. Jamie Oliver, Martha Stewart. These people all have cookware brands. Will you call them pot sellers? It's a thing, and it's always Africans doing it to Africans. And then eventually, when they see you up there on the charts doing numbers, they're like, wow, that's a Nigerian girl. And then they try to associate themselves with the brand. Whereas they were trying to belittle the same brand with derogatory words like pot seller. I'm proud. I am so proud. You guys, I don't know why, you always listen to people that are lower than you, trying to bring you down, and then you're trying to, relate it to me and say, Nancy, I hope you're not feeling bad that they're calling you pot seller. I'm like, why would I feel bad? I am a pot seller. I am a pot seller. And it's possible to throw me for that because that's what I am. Radiance cookware is a type of pot. I know we like to call it cookware, but it is a type of pot. That is what I do for a living. That's what feeds me. That's how I'm able to save and invest and do everything I want to do. That's in pots. So it's impossible for me to be shamed by it. Okay, this is just for all of you that are sending me all sorts of things. Nancy, don't be here. I hope you're not angry. I'm like, why will I be angry? I am selling pots. Do you want to buy pots? I will sell to you. I hope you are in Lagos to receive, or you're in Nigeria to receive. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Workers. Shopbread. I know. Nobody can shame me, even for my makeup set. Because shame me, it's fine to me. It's fine to me, and I will respond. I like responding because it's still content regardless. I will respond. This is just for you, that all of you that feel like, oh, Nancy's angry about being called a pot seller. I am not. In fact, that's what I'll start referring to myself to. It's just that, really, it's called a cookware. It's not just a pot. It's called a cookware. Okay? A pot is a type of cookware. So that even shows you that the people that are trying to downgrade you, they don't even know the types of cookware. They don't know the types of cookwares that we have. We have pots and we have pans. There are different types of pots. We have braziers. We have Dutch ovens. We have different types of pots. We have sea pots. We have saucepans. We have woks. We have roast pans. We have all sorts of cookwares. A pot is just under the umbrella. Okay? What is my brand? Radiance Cookware. Radiance, Radiance, cookware. Madam, dash me pots. Go and buy. Go and support my brand, my dear. No dashing of pots here. Except you're my G. I've only dashed pots to a couple of people in my lifetime. Okay? One of them is Monica, and that's because I just like her. She's amazing. And she's just amazing to me. Okay? I don't care about her history or whoever, whatever. She's amazing. So if you want me to dash you pots, it might not be possible because I have to find you amazing. Okay? Thank you. For those of you wanting to purchase cookwares, don't worry, I have something coming up in January, okay? So, yeah. My dear, tell them, Lawrence, she says she's a proud charcoal seller with her sweet mom. My dear, I love you, Lawrence Susan. Be proud of whatever it is you're selling. As I am like this, I am proud to tell anybody that we are a family of traders. My husband is a G for selling shelves. He sells the best shelves in the world to me. Nobody sells shelves better than mine. To me, nobody sells cookwares better than mine. Because I'm so proud. I know the work I put into my business. Okay? If you know how much work you have put into your business, it's impossible for anyone to shame you. You can't shame Dangote for selling cement. He will tell you that cement made him a billionaire. Okay? I'm eating my nighttime stash. Ooh. Exactly. Pot seller is a brand name, my dear. Carol. It is.
Nancy the nurse on pot seller.
Yes, so the nurse, not just nurse, the public health consultant, because this thing requires knowledge. When you're selling pots and you don't even know what you're selling, it's like, oh, people at the market, they just say, this one's strong, this one not strong. But no, I am selling safe cookware. So if I tell you this is lead and cadmium free, it is because I have tested it. I understand the point of testing cookwares. I understand why it is important for that pot to be safe. I have suffered from using toxic cookwares in my lifetime. So it's impossible to shame me because I am proud. of the testing, of the production process, of everything that has to do with my brand, the packaging. If you've received Radiance Cookware, you know what I'm talking about. When he enters your kitchen, you're like, yes, that pot is fine. That pot works well. It is strong. You will give it to your children's children. That is pride to me. That is my pot. Okay? That is my pot. Like, you don't get, I am proud of that pot. And any kitchen he enters, I always pray for whoever purchases my brand. Like, God, please bless these people, because I know that it takes a lot to be able to afford quality luxury. Okay? It takes a lot to be able to afford Radiance Cookware. And it's usually the people that can never afford it in their entire life that try to bring it down. Okay? It is safe. It's a very safe option for you guys if you don't have money for 5 million naira titanium, because there's another option that's actually more expensive than cast iron. We have titanium, which actually can go as high as $10,000 for a set of pots. But that's not what I'm selling. I'm selling cookwares that are within a range of $1,000, and you can get at least 8 to 9 pieces in a set. In Nigeria, we are the poverty capital of the world. However, there are people that can afford it. So people actually save for it. It's something that is worth saving for, because it would save you a lot of toxic stress, especially if you are prone to having Teflon flu. Okay? Ekuri says she sells granite, even with a PhD in view. She's proud of. My dear, I'm so proud of you as well. I am proud of you. Whatever it is you are selling, be proud of it. That is what is feeding you. You are gaining a lot of skills alongside selling that every day. As I am like this, I can do a masterclass on selling online without a physical store. I can teach anybody that wants to start from scratch to sell anything in the world. Because you know what? I have 5 years of selling pots online. And I don't want to brag about numbers, but ask anybody if they know about Radiance Cookware in Nigeria. My goal is to be in every single household in Nigeria. And as much as you want to try and shame me for it, I am very proud of that. Okay, I want every household to experience the luxury, to experience safety in their cooking pots. It's very important, and I'm very proud of it. So please, this is just a message to you guys. Be proud of yourself. Whatever it is you lay your hands to do, whatever you found yourself doing, whatever skill you have acquired, if you are you know, an analyst, a data, so people are saying, so talking about services that they render, event coordinator, whatever it is you're doing, please be proud of it. Okay? Be proud of it. Be very proud, because it takes a lot of work to become whoever you want to be. It is not. See, you people have started again. Don't be calling nonsense names in my comment section. Yes, daddy, come and sit down.
Okay, guys, let me say something to buttress what Nancy had been saying. You see, let me tell you something. There's this shaming that they do in Nigeria. Like when Nancy was in the UK and I first started trading, it became tribal. You see, sometimes they see I finished the university. I went to do my master's, and my colleague said, "So you want to be a trader? How will you go through university and become a trader?" And I told him, "What is wrong with being a trader? That I love to be a trader." Then he said, "No, you should be in the office. Why won't you be in the bank or in behind the computer with AC and suits?" I told him, "No, I don't want to do that. I want to be 60 years old and look back and be like, wow, I really did something. I lived. I didn't just work for someone. I didn't just put my butt down and get controlled by building someone else's dream and all that." So that word stuck in my head. 2012. And today, the same guy, I think I can buy him. The same guy, I watch him, and this same guy that shamed me 2012, saying that why do I want to go to the market? I can pretty much buy him 10 times. I've never said that to him, because I can't do that to shame him. But I remember that word. Whenever I see him, I'll be like, "You told me that after getting a university degree, I shouldn't be in the market." But come on, the richest man in Africa, The company he operates is called Dangote Trading Company. Guys, come on, what is trading?
Buy and sell.
If you don't know the meaning of trading,
Buy and sell.
go and open your Google. Check your phone now. The meaning of trading is buy something low and sell it a little bit higher. That is the summary of trading. Let me tell you something. The banks, have you noticed the banks don't lose?
They don't.
They get loan at a cheaper price and sell it higher. That is trading. But it's called banking services. But come on, it is trading banking services. So if you're doing anything, as much as you can make a profit,
yes, be proud.
It's trading. Be proud of it. Let me tell you something. If you read this book, the book I read when I was in I think high school, JSS 1, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm telling you this book. Read it. Tell your kids about it. It said that make sure whatsoever you're doing, run something that you can control. Run something. Do something. In Nigeria, they call it side hustle or something. Make sure you do something that you're in charge of.
Alternative source of income.
Don't just sit in one office. I'm a nurse. Come on. After university, I wanted to go to US to study medicine. Let me tell you something. I almost went there. But I look back, I told myself, do I want to keep operating on people at 60? Is this what I want to do?
Oh, hold on a second. Ledell Ecom, you said
Okay,
that
continue.
cast iron leaches metal into your food. What metal exactly? So you see, this is ignorance, and I have to correct it there. This person is so ignorant. Ledell. Now, let me tell you, there are two types of cast iron, okay? We have bare cast iron and we have enameled cast iron. There are so many people that are iron deficient. They will benefit more from bare cast iron. Bare cast iron is the cast iron that is not coated with anything apart from vegetable oil. So those ones will leach will leach iron into your food only when in contact with acidic food. And I'm talking tomatoes, stuff like that. They don't just leach iron like that, okay? So that's a very ignorant statement to make. We have enameled cast iron that is non-reactive. They do not leach any metals into your food. Now, Salad Master is just a brand that is stabilized, stainless steel stabilized with a little bit of titanium, okay? That doesn't make it the best. It just makes it the most expensive, and there are other options. If I'm selling cast iron, I cannot knock off every other safe cookware and say, oh, ceramic can have lead and cadmium, so don't buy it. It will leach this into... There are other safe options that are not totally expensive. Salad Master is not for everyone. It is totally expensive. I own a set, and I know what I'm telling you. It's beyond expensive for the average Nigerian. It is $12,000 for a set of cookware. And that's not for every Nigerian. And that doesn't even guarantee enjoyment, because I did not enjoy using my Salad Master. So please don't spew all those ignorance on my page, okay? It does not leach metals if it's an enameled piece. And even when it is bare, it will not leach except it comes in contact with acidic food. Okay, and there are people, I am a nurse, so I do prescribe bare cast iron for people that are anemic, that have iron deficiency anemia, okay? And it's always very beneficial. I used to have to take iron tablets before, but I don't anymore because of the cookwares that I see, the cookwares that I use rather. So please don't spew that ignorant statement in my comment section, okay? I hope you have learned now that it's not all the cookwares that leach metals, because that's what you guys go about doing. You go about putting baking soda in people's cookwares, and then looking at the water and telling them, cleaning their pots for them and telling them, you see the color of the water, so that's what it means. Your pot is dirty. So, now you need to buy our $12,000 pots. No, that's ignorance. Go and learn about science, and before you go about... Exactly, Chris said her doctor recommended cast iron pots because she suffers from anemia. I do prescribe those as well for people that are anemic, okay? So know what you say, because I see a lot of people, you want to market your $12,000 pots, and then you are knocking down other safe options that are affordable for other people. Okay? Please do not do that. Make sure you read before you talk. Daddy, sorry for cutting you short. I just had to answer that lady. Please come and tell them.
Breaking transmission.
Why did you not go away?
No, I just wanted to do something. So, I was talking about, shaming and being proud of what you do.
Yes.
So, if let me continue from that Rich Dad book. If you read that book, or if you're opportune to read it wherever you are in the world, you're going to have a different mindset. You're going to have this mindset of owning something. You shouldn't just have one narrow mindset that go to school, do this, get a job, get clean
My
bum
children,
and all
yeah,
that.
we'll go to Harvard, though, but
Come
you
on.
see, they will create something. They will sell something. Facebook is selling social media to you.
Yes.
They're selling something.
Facebook is...
They are selling attention for money.
Yes.
You don't get... Your attention, you being here now, is valuable. Okay? And that's what they are selling to advertisers on this platform. Advertisers are paying money. They are selling that attention that you all have on this platform to advertisers. And they are encouraging content creators to keep more people on the app. That is trading. I'll take your money. I'll sell people's attention to you. Now go put your product in front of them. Okay?
So, do
education.
Not shame people for being traders.
Oh,
okay?
Please.
The university degree you acquired, do you know, apart from maybe scholarship, those schools, they sell university degrees. It's trading. That is why UK actually is earning so much from university money, you know. So we shouldn't shame people. Dangote is the owner of Dangote Trading Company. So next time you see someone and you're calling him, look at that trader. Come on, you're ignorant. You don't know what you're saying.
1,000 times.
You're just sitting there in front of maybe your so-called office.
Oh, they don't even have offices. These people are even illiterate. Like, I wish they could even go to school. That's the thing. When you try to shame someone and then the person, you can't even afford to buy the person's goods.
Good.
At least try and afford. I wish you could afford. It's like, oh my gosh, you can't afford to buy one of my frying pan. But you want to call me pot seller? How? Where will you say? How long will you save to buy my frying pan, please? Because I'm trying so hard to understand. You're trying to shame me for something you can never afford in your lifetime. Imagine. I just told you, like we said, did $1 billion in sales this year. Do you know what that is? Cookware industry is $1 billion industry. It is, especially when it's safe and it's actually essential, because this is very essential. All right?
Okay, then for people asking this question about...
He said, no cut that. Sorry, ma. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
There's this thing I want to... I see it. I come across your comments. Some people saying that why will a nurse go back to Africa and not stay in UK? Come on. She's a nurse. She's a public health specialist. And do you know that knowledge of public health with the ability to become a chef enabled her to
sell,
understand this cookware properly? She's not just selling cookware like the regular person on outside that is just saying this is yellow, this is heavy, this is this, that doesn't understand the chemistry of cookware. She understands the micro chemistry and what those stuffs you were talking about, Teflon flow and co. That is knowledge. First of all, you have to seek knowledge. Then after you seek the knowledge, you have to find a way to harmonize this knowledge and turn it into a creative niche to sell.
It's not shaming me, just of you saying
it's important.
I'm proud of that, being called that. In fact, don't call me Nancy again, call me the pot seller. So, as far as you can afford the pot, though. If you can't afford the pot, it's like, imagine saying, call it pot seller, you can't afford my pot. Please now, at least buy one of my pots so that I'll know that I've sold something to you. So if you can afford to buy one pot, you can call me pot seller. But if you are a church rat and you're calling someone pot seller, hey, be careful, because you can just go and enter one chance now. If they say, oh yeah, come and buy the pot now, since you want to make it look like it's everybody that can buy it. Come and buy it now, and you cannot bring out money to buy it. Well, a good day, deal. Well, a good day. So be proud with your chest. Be proud if they call you anything. Own it. That's what's feeding you.
You know,
I will soon block you, this person. Oh, do you know that it's both of us that I will soon block you, this are they doing? If you talk rubbish again, are they why are you interrupting him? Let me block you. What do you mean? Why am I interrupting? Who told you I'm interrupting him?
So there's this person that I just know her name, Biliki Su. There's a lady at Lagos Island. She came back from the UK. She opened a recycling company, and you know she's making it seriously. You know what? Another person is going to tell her that why are you doing with rubbish?
Hey.
But come on, there's miracle, there's diamond from trading.
Yes.
Okay, so do not just look at people.
Even if you are working in an office, sell something.
Yes.
I'm teaching my children now to sell something. When I was in nursing school, I sold clothes. Yes. I used to go to my mother-in-law's shop, my mother-in-law to be. I was just a girlfriend to her son, no. I was not even wife. But I'll go and collect clothes there. I'll tell her, mommy, let me go and sell it, and I'll bring your money. I didn't have money to go and start buying the clothes, but I would take them. I started buying, but I bought like maybe my first 5, and I was like, mommy, I want to pack clothes from this shop. I want to pack it and go and sell. And I'll pack those clothes and I'll go to school and sell them to doctors, sell them to nurses in my dorm. And I will make money. Then I started working in a fertility clinic, and I would sell clothes, fine Turkish office dresses, skirts, trousers. And they were like, Nancy, you know they do nurse again. Which one be? Everywhere I go, I will carry clothes. Beside Ghana must go and be selling. And I was not spending my salary. That was what I was using for transport, using for everything. Because I'll buy gown, 5,000 naira. I will sell it 8,000. Because she would give me cheap. That same gown that was 5,000 naira in the market, she was selling it retail 7,000. Then I'll buy those small gowns and I will sell it 9,000. You get me self? I carry profit past person bring them all the way from Turkey. Because the way I will wear those clothes and the way I will market, you know, you guys know me the way I used to wear clothes. I will market those clothes so well. I'll tell them this clothes in the market now, I'm just giving you discount price. You know that when you spend transport and you go to Lagos Island, you would have spent 10K buying it, but I'm giving you 8,500. You guys, that's how I was able to save money to add to the one my father gave me to go to the UK without paying anybody's student loan, without taking any loan to go to the UK. I sold clothes till I traveled. The day I traveled to the UK, I sold clothes to the very last day. I was collecting clothes on credit and I would sell them and I would remit. And when she saw that I was putting the money back, I was bringing it back, she said, girl, this girl, they sell. You've seen my cookware so good. Thank you. When you see the pot, yourself, you know that there are levels. If you know you cannot afford my pots and you're calling me pot seller, it's like shooting yourself in the foot because you can't even afford what you're trying to insult. Imagine the disgrace. Imagine. Be proud though, even if you're selling something that's 5 naira, but that thing is giving you profit and you're able to take that profit, reinvest into the business, or take that profit and do something tangible for your life. Be proud of it. Don't let anybody shame you for earning a living.
So
don't ever let anyone shame you.
To add to that, you know me, I come from the investment and the financial part. I would encourage you guys to read 1 or 2 books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon. According to what you're going to take away from The Richest Man in Babylon is that a part or 1/10 of whatever you make is yours for keeping. Make sure you save. When you save and your savings pool grows, then when you have a dream, you find out that you have something that you can use to kickstart that dream. So, guys, my own is no matter what, I don't believe in just working for people. Working for people is like you're going to waste away. You're going to be 60 and look back and you've been living another person's dream.
Exactly.
Yes, you might say you're a nurse or doctor. Come on, you're a doctor. Hold on to your career, but make sure you reinvest that thing you're saving to that dream, that wealth dream you want to create. So that's why some people don't understand why somebody with a nursing degree, a master's, is selling pot. If you're financially intelligent, you're going to understand what I'm saying.
Go to radiuscookware.com. radiuscookware.com.
So that is just it. For me, I just I can't do any other thing apart from business, you know. I really we've had opportunity to migrate several times.
We don't need Shark Tank. We don't need anybody to invest in the business. Don't worry, we're good. Shall we respect us to serious in Shark Tank? It's not the way you pitch for them to give you funding. No.
Oh, Shark, what is that?
I'm going at my own pace. I have my own business model for now. Because, you know, sometimes when you go and be going ahead of yourself, you say, this business idea, let me just be... And then you're not thinking of all the variables that you have to actually consider. You can just go and enter one chance. So, yeah.
So,
please, that's the moral of the story, okay? If you don't learn anything from my page.
You can be a doctor and still be a pot seller. Yes, you can be a hair seller. You can be a recycling, a rubbish recycler. You can be a shelf seller. You can be a builder. You don't have to just say things that, why will I...
It's a skill. You know what it means? To buy something 1 naira and sell it 2 naira. Do you know what it takes? Mm-hmm. You know what it takes?
The summary of all trade and investment is buy low, sell high. Look for a creative niche and fill it. Find one thing out there in your country, because most traders have jurisdiction. Borders, this thing called border, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, sometimes your trade is limited to that border.
Okay. Lancome, the name of the Lancome, Lancome. Okay, yeah, continue.
Okay, so if you have anything where you are and you can do it, you're going to grow. There must be growth. So look for where you buy it lower, then add a little thing, sell it higher. You can do drop shipment, anything. It doesn't have to be that your career. Continue your job, continue whatever you're doing till your side hustle is bigger than your job. When your side hustle is now bigger than your job, you can decide by yourself to quit.
Exactly.
But if your side hustle is still a baby, you dare not quit your job, because you need something for daily sustenance. So when you see people not thinking, they are not thinking big, because their mindset is blocked. They are inside a box of matches, and they are refusing to think outside that box.
Some of them say, but I'm in the UK, it's very hard. It's not hard to do business. I know some people that are doing well in the UK, doing businesses. I came from I used to live in the UK. It's just that that's not my country. I feel like I'm able to flap my wings and fly as a citizen, doing business in Nigeria, you know, as opposed to doing business as an immigrant in another country. There's a lot of roadblocks that you have to face there that I'm not ready for at the moment. Okay? The brother-in-law is online today.
What do you want to see?
See, look at the time. All your mates in the whole world are sleeping.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
It's feeling. Sorry. Oh. This one was playing rough play with her brother yesterday, and I saw him brother use hand tear and gum. From pillow fights. Each children will not give someone high BP. So it was like 2 seconds. Anyways, you guys. Eliana, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A
paleontologist. Which kind?
What is a paleontologist?
A paleontologist is somebody that studies fossils.
Fossils. Is there money there?
No.
How do you know there's no money there?
Maybe you're going to have a geographic channel now.
Paleontologist. Ejo, kill the paleontologist.
She said she wants to be a paleontologist.
Why? Please.
Have I changed my mind?
Please.
I thought you wanted to be a nurse or doctor.
No.
No more.
Please change your mind, though. There's no money there.
Okay.
There's no money there. I don't want you to be looking for. You know, when you don't have money, you probably be on Facebook bashing people that have money more than you. So that, because I know that all the people that do all this bashing, they are very, very impoverished, and they actually do need help. So they feel like the only way to make themselves feel better is to go and bash people that they can never ever smell their foods in their lifetime. So you see, you can be doing a job that brings you money, so that you won't have time to be bashing other people.
Job?
You find a business. Me and Daddy will give you a business to do.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Someone said I should open a page for teaching business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people are just baffled, so they are coming to join our live. In fact, if you leave them, they will tell you about business.
Tell me what you want to do.
Chacha, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Let him come.
So
This way. Come to the
No,
camera.
you stay with me.
So when I wake up in the morning, can I help you with some chores?
No problem.
With some chores.
Yes, and I can earn money around the house by doing something.
You are not earning any money by doing what you are supposed to do. See this? Can you imagine this?
Mom,
She wants to earn money by doing some chores.
What do you want to be? Hey! Chacha wants to break. You want to break my phone. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be
Don't tell me police officer.
No way. You're not going to be a police officer in this house.
He told me one day, Mommy, I want to be a. I said, God forbid, Jesus Christ, God forbid, Batson. Biko. No, Daddy, don't leave that thing because till I say that thing, don't lose. Yeah, I don't know. Okay,
I want to be an engineer.
an engineer. I think it's from here that you type.
Maybe a builder.
A builder? Oh yeah, you could be a builder. You could be an engineer. In Nigeria, the developers here are making money. They are
do
building
builders
estate.
make money actually?
Builders, no, not the manual actual builders. The engineers that actually plan the buildings make more money than those, manual ones. But it's a good thing to learn the whole building thing itself.
Are some builders girls?
The girls can be builders, yes, but
Of course.
it's a really tedious manual job. So you guys get the gist. Be proud of your thing, okay? Be proud.
Us both faces on that there's a fan.
Because you don't want to sweat.
What?
Yes, I'll be coming here time
Why?
to time, Juliet, to educate people because it's usually the illiterates. You see, we have a duty on Facebook to educate illiterates on here. When they come on and they spew a lot of ignorance, we have to just put them in check because really they might not know. They might not know that they are trying to promote our businesses in the name of Bashi.
Police officer.
God forbid batting. No police officer in my house. You want them to go, and you're even black self. They will not even appreciate you for your service. Okay, guys. Tell your husband to continue the teaching. I'm really enjoying it. We have to go off because
Okay.
we've been here
How
for an
many
hour.
minutes? So
We have to go. Let me see how long. It's too long. Let's go.
let
But
me.
you guys will get the gist. Please don't let anybody shame you. Please tell him, police no get money. Rita said police no get money.
Oh, Cheche, no.
Mary says she sells jewelry in the UK. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes, my girl, get your money.
Have you noticed Rihanna? She's a trader, right?
Rihanna, did she make money in music until she became, now she's a billionaire because she
I want to
trades.
be a legend.
Jeff Bezos.
Because she's so someone come and call her powder seller. Imagine one church rat now coming to call Rihanna powder seller, thinking that it's to pay Rihanna. No, you are the one that needs help, spiritual help. Because if you don't have any idea what business is about, that's
And more money than the people that actually.
Okay, so say your question.
Are the people that draw the plans of a building, do they get more money
yes.
than the people that build the building?
Well, architects do get a lot of money, but people that invest in the building, that actually own the building, earn more money. I don't know. There's so many people, but
Own the building? Own.
Yes, the people that build the building, the manual workers, don't earn as much as the people that draw the
Mommy.
plan for the building. However, the people that own the building will make the most money because they are the ones investing. They will employ the architect, the manual laborers, that's the builders. So work on being the person that actually owns the building. Yes, darling.
Okay, I want to be an
What do you want to be?
architect. I want to be an engineer.
An engineer?
I want to be an architect.
What type of engineer?
Uh,
Electrical, mechanical, civil, computer,
Building.
yeah, aeronautic. There's so many types of
I
engineering.
want
Chemical.
to be...
What type of engineer?
I know it's something that is so obvious that children can't touch.
Like what?
Electricity.
Oh, electrical engineer. And how can you make money from that? Have you thought about that?
Yes.
How do you intend to make money from being
Yeah,
an
because
electrical
like when he fixes something, they have to pay. Pay. You
Mhm.
have to pay for what
That's
he
lights.
did. I want to be an architect.
Only you.
Only you, paleontologist, an architect,
Wahala, oh, wahala.
formerly a doctor.
You guys, good night, okay?
All right.
I want to go and wash up this my fine makeup. People should not tell me the makeup is too much because I've been sweating all day. I'm going to wash it up now. So see you guys. God bless
Okay.
you. Have a good day and be proud. I've said it 1,000 times.
Goodbye.
Be proud.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to be an artist. Bye, all these people.
Bye, everyone.
Jaden said
know-
bye all the people.
Bye. Good
Bye,
night.
everybody that is
Good
watching
night.
this. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Thank you,
Think
Fanny.
outside the box.
Oh,
See
yeah.
you tomorrow if mommy's
Buy low,
on life.
sell
Bye.
high. Buy low, sell high.
Oh, yeah.
Buy low, sell high. That is the summary of
Everything we're saying. Be proud of your trade. Oh, good night.